Welcome to Module 2. When I put this course together, I named each of the modules exactly the content that people were looking for. So you could go into this course and pick, I want to learn about filming, I want to learn about editing, I want to learn about monetization. And then you could jump around any way that you wanted to. For me, sometimes it's kind of a pain in the butt that I have to go chronological order through things. I want the freedom to be able to pick and choose what I want to learn. However, I would ask that you take the time to watch this module before you jump around anywhere else. And it is because this is the module that lays a real strong foundation or connection between yourself, your goals, and what you are doing on the camera, whether it's faceless or you're talking just like I am to the screen. Now, I know that the majority of people, when they buy courses, get frustrated because they don't want to listen to another guru or expert speak to them about mindset. I get it. I absolutely understand, which is why in this module, I am going to give you specific questions I would like you to ask yourself to help shape your own mission for your social media. You will still get a little bit of a mindset talk, but these are the exact questions that I asked myself when I started social media and when I started my organization years ago, 2009. These questions make all of the difference to understand, okay, I'm going to remove myself as the center part, and I'm going to focus on what I'm giving to the world and who I'm helping. You need to understand not just your why, but your purpose. What is the purpose of you being on social media? And that goes beyond the I want to make money or get discovered or have my music be on top 10 charts. It's more than that. Sorry for that. It's more than that. Why are you here? What are you going to give to the world? So start by answering these questions. And in the download section of this module, I have given you worksheets you can work through. The first question is, what are your social media goals? Write down 4 or 5 of the goals that you have for social media. Don't worry right now about understanding if they're purposeful or missionful. Just write down why you are on social media. Are you here to make money? Are you here to have fun? Are you here to share travel? Are you here just to pass the time? Are you here to share your art or your music? Are you here to do a combination of all of those things? Write those down. Then you need to understand within that subsection, what are you prioritizing while you're on social media? Are you selling products? Are you educating? Are you creating art? So you take your first list and narrow it down to the number 1 reason you are on social media. Then you ask yourself, why would someone watch my videos or my content or look at my pictures over anyone else's? And do not say to me or outside, to yourself or in your brain, no one's going to watch my stuff. Nobody cares what I have to say. Nothing could be farther from the truth. You have what is called your very own unique selling proposition. Again, that doesn't have anything to do with whether you're selling a product or not. All that means is your unique voice, the unique way that you look at the world, your unique way of speaking is your unique selling proposition that will speak to a specific group of people who want to be part of your community. Think about it like this. Have you ever stood next to someone and you both took a picture of a car or a sunset? And then when you look at each other's pictures, they look absolutely completely different. That's because you're viewing the world out of your own eyes and not out of theirs. That makes you very special. I want you to write down what is something about you that is different from everyone else, or what is something about you that you bring to the perspective of people. And then after you write that down, I want you to then think about what makes you distinctive. You now understand what your broad goals are. You understand what your specific goals are. You now understand the 3 or 4 reasons why somebody would watch your content. And now I want you to understand and write down 2 things that make you distinctive from everyone else. So, for example, can you cite all of the movie quotes from 1987 that pop culture loves? Can you show me how to make the recipe that your grandmother made for you that always made you feel better when you were sick? Can you show someone how you can sing beautifully, whether it's covers of songs or your own music? Can you talk a lot like I do? I mean, let's be honest, all I do is talk a lot, but I can also share tips with people in a way that makes it easy for them to understand what I'm doing. What is it about you? Do you have really cool glasses? Do you take walks all of the time and think that people should go on those adventures with you? Whatever it is about you that makes it distinctive or different, write it down. And I'm not meaning different in the fact that you can't do the same thing as someone else. Remember, you have your own unique selling proposition. Even if there are 50 people who are traveling somewhere, you're all going to experience that in a different way. So write that down. The next thing I want you to do is think about your mission. This, for me, when I stopped making content that was just making content. Before January and the 19th, I had made some videos that had gone viral. I had made one about how to make a dream, your dream board or goal board for the year. I had talked about when, like if you're going through a transformation, I had done things, but it wasn't necessarily very specific. And it wasn't necessarily something that connected with me in some sort of way. And after I sat down and made that video on January 19th, I really solidified more what I wanted to talk about on social media. I knew when I sat down, and you're going to have this, when you go back and look at your videos, look at the ones that light you up. Look at the ones where you remember making that piece of content, whether it's faceless, it's pictures, or you're speaking, and you remember feeling joyful when you did that. You remember feeling like, yeah, people need to hear that. Don't worry about how many people viewed it, but look back and say, yeah, that made sense. I knew when I sat down that day, I knew I wanted to talk to women between 45 and 55. I knew I wanted to talk to women at that time who felt put down by a dude. And I knew I wanted to say, I'm going to prove you wrong, and I am going to get followers on this account. And I knew at the time that I wanted to share my journey on how I was going to grow the account through the way I talk, which is usually tips and tricks and how-tos. I do that in my life. If you have a question about how to get ink out of something or how to stop mosquito bites, I'm the person who will give you the tips on how to do it. That's who I am. That's my unique selling proposition. So I knew that, but I didn't put it all together. And then I started really thinking about, at my job, I have a mission statement. What is my mission statement here? And then I came over and found Rachel Peterson, who talked a lot about how to craft a mission statement for your social media. And it's very simple. Her mission statement is, I help who with what? That's it. I would like you to write down in the documents I gave you or on a piece of paper, I help blank with blank. And it'll take you a few times. When you find what you really want to do, when you find your mission, I promise all of a sudden it's going to be like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I do. I get it now. Yes, okay. It took me a long time to figure out what I do here. It didn't take me a long time to figure out what I do in my other job, but it took me time here. But now I know that my mission is to empower individuals and entrepreneurs to achieve growth and reach their full potential by enhancing social media presence, business skills, and personal developments. By offering innovative strategies, personal connection, and transformative guidance to inspire confidence, provide results, and drive success. At the end of the day, I help people with their personal brand and social media growth. This just sounds real fancy in case I decide to do a bigger company someday. But the simple answer is I help people with their growth, personal brand, and social media. For me, eventually, I will probably narrow that down even more, but that's it. For you, I want you to write down, I help blank with blank. Write it 5 times, write 5 different things until you find the one that aligns and connects with you the most. Also, I don't want you to put this off and think that this is a bunch of bunk. Because when we go back and look at my social media or people that I have helped grow their social media, that's when things start taking off. When I start to understand that it's not about me, it's about who I'm helping and what I'm doing and how I'm not just providing them value, but I'm providing them connection. All of a sudden, my videos started getting 20,000, 30,000, a million views over and over and over again. I think that by understanding for yourself that your mission is important, but your mission can change, it's perfectly fine. So just write a mission right now. Then as you start doing your content, faceless or spoken, you will start to see how you grow. You will start to see what people resonate with. You will start to see what comments come on your pages, and then you may hone your mission statement again. But start somewhere. Start somewhere. Don't keep throwing spaghetti at the wall. You're not going to feel excited if you keep doing that. You're going to feel burnt out and tired. And let's not do that, because social media is supposed to be fun. I think that what also happens is when you fully understand what your mission is, it truly does remove you from that whole conversation of what am I going to post today? I don't know what I'm going to do. Nobody likes what I have to say. And it really helps you focus on, yes, this is something that I need to put out there to help somebody, to make somebody laugh, to show my art, to bring joy, to sell something, whatever it is. This product I've got to share with everyone. It's been life-changing. This course is an amazing way for me to do things. This song lights me up, and I hope it brings somebody else joy. I'm going through a divorce right now, and I want to help people understand that they're not alone. This is my favorite religious prayer. I've got to say something about what's going on in the state of the world right now. Whatever it is for you, you are taking yourself out of this conversation and you're sharing your life experiences to help other people feel less alone and to feel connected. You will also start focusing on the people who are watching your videos or who do watch your content, and you start focusing a lot less on the people who don't. It all of a sudden shifts in your mind of the fact that, okay, that one didn't land. That's fine. It doesn't take away the fact that my mission remains the same. And when you start working towards a mission, whatever it is for yourself, you start focusing so much more on how do I make better content? What words do I have to use differently? You stop worrying about the views. Sure. Do we all wish there would be more views? Yes. And at the time of the recording this, we all know that TikTok has gone on summer vacation, is probably not coming back for a little while. But we also start understanding that your mission is more important than the views, because you are reaching out to the people you really want to connect with. And I know that seems hard, especially if there is a low view process going on right now for you, which is also why we're going to talk about other social media avenues as well. Definitely, you will start to feel more aligned with your content. You won't be chasing all of the trends or worrying about what everyone else is saying, because you will naturally start to understand how to put your content in the concept of breaking news or tie it to what's going on in the world today. Or you'll be like me and not care and just keep putting out content that solidly aligns with you and understand that, you know what, I'll be okay right now with the few number of views because people are talking to me. you'll start to feel an alignment with yourself. You'll start to feel closer to people across the screen. And more importantly than anything else, you'll feel more alignment with yourself. You'll forget to worry about, is somebody going to be mean, or are they going to think that I'm ugly, or they don't like what I'm saying, because it's about your mission. Not everyone's going to like you, and you're not going to like everybody, and that's fine. And when you can remove yourself from that personal feeling and you focus on what you are talking about, what you are sharing, and how you are helping other people with their life, their job, their income, their peace, then you stop worrying about everybody else, and you worry about how you can help them more. You also stop consuming as much content because you're willing to make more content. Again, we have tons of handouts for you to do when you go through this module. I'm hoping that by understanding your mission and feeling more connected to it over the next 2 months, your mission will grow, you'll feel more comfortable, and you'll get in a groove that allows you to feel more connected authentically to yourself and then to other people.